If you're new to the Creative Cloud, or just simply to Adobe Muse in general, you might be wondering, what is Muse exactly? Well, simply put, Adobe Muse is an application that allows you, the designer, to create websites without writing any code whatsoever. In fact, there's not even a code window in Muse at all. Everything is WYSIWYG, or what you see is what you get, which many designers absolutely love. Muse is a great application which allows you to build fully functional websites that have standards-compliant code, meaning Muse keeps up with all the latest do's and don'ts in the coding world, so you don't have to. You can build interactive elements like slideshows, menus, lightboxes, and even contact forms within Muse. And recently, Adobe even added the ability to create tablet and mobile websites within Muse as well. And right now, you're probably saying to yourself, wow, that sounds amazing. Why doesn't everybody use Muse to build their website? Well, even though Muse does a lot of great things, there are still some things that it just can't do right now. For one, Muse is not the best solution for large-scale websites, and it can't handle database-driven sites at all. That means that Muse can't work with popular blogging and CMS platforms like WordPress, Joomla, or Drupal, for example. And although you can create websites that adapt to tablet and mobile devices using Muse, true responsive design isn't something that Muse can do at the moment. That means that Muse can't create a site that automatically reflows based on the screen size that's viewing it. Instead, it relies on specific sizes and device profiles to deliver an individualized experience for desktop, tablet, and mobile devices. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not the most popular solution for modern web design either. So, who should be using Muse? Well, personally, I think that Muse is a great starting point for just about anyone that's looking to dip their toe into the gigantic pool that is web design. Muse will help you understand the limitations of the web, as well as give you a better idea of how to adapt your layout style if you're coming from, let's say, the world of print. My suggestion is to dive in headfirst, learn as much as you can about web design and Muse itself so that you can push Muse to its limits. Once you hit that wall, then it'll be time for you to graduate to a more complex workflow. When people ask me, how do I get started with web design? I usually break it down for them like this. Begin with a program like Muse to get your feet wet. Then move on to a more complex app like Dreamweaver, which has a coding environment but is also very designer-friendly as well. All the while, learn the basics of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in order to truly understand what's going on in the background of your websites. When you're comfortable working in Dreamweaver without using the WYSIWYG tools, then and only then is it time to graduate to a text editor like Edgecode, Brackets, or Sublime Text. You may not even be interested in something like this. You might not want to push Muse to its limits, and you might not want to learn code whatsoever. And that is 100% okay. That's why Muse was created. I just want you to be aware of the limitations before we get started so you can adjust your expectations accordingly. Now that we have a good understanding of what Muse can and cannot do, let's move on and talk about some of the differences between print and web design.